Sack Life Beat Depression. It's day 773, and we're back in the place to be, live from Sack A House in Kearney, New Jersey, for another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, anyone who's tuned in now, anyone who's tuning in later. Appreciate you guys and girls out there. As you know, we start every show with that piece of gratitude. Gratitude going out today to the first ones in, Brett, a.k.a. McLeod. Thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you staying consistent, showing up for you, showing up for others at the same time. And I am grateful to have you here with us. So, that's my piece of gratitude for the day. Go ahead and think about yours as we wait for some other people to pop in. And for anyone who's catching this later, the next mental health tool that we're going to talk about is that progress tracking tool. The more we keep track of it, the more powerful it can become in our lives as a reminder of your strength and endurance. Not only what you've accomplished, but what you can look forward to accomplishing in the near future. It's been 773 days of consecutive progress and success for me, the Sack Man. Let me know how many days it's been for you out there and how you're moving forwards. Remember, give yourself credit for your progress. Give yourself credit for your endurance and your strength. Make no mistake that depression, anxiety are both life-threatening mental illnesses. They often lead to suicidal ideation. Every day you stay alive and fight forwards, especially if you have a daily accomplishable goal that you are crushing in the face of these things, is proof of your strength and endurance, proof of what you can do. So give yourself accurate credit for that and keep getting stronger every day you keep track of it. And Brett's let me know, 90 days. Hey, give me some praise. I like the rhymes, bro. Heck yeah, man. Well done. 90 days of progress. That's 3 months. And remember, it doesn't matter if it's consecutive or non-consecutive. Keeping track of the number of days you show up, that's factual proof that you can show up that number of days. So you can look forward to the next 90 days. I'm looking forward to the next 90 days of seeing your icon pop up on this live feed. Or if you don't make it to the live, catching the show at your own discretion on Sack Life Daily. Also want to shout out to When Roses Blossoms. Thank you for joining. Appreciate your support. Whether you're sticking with us for the whole show or you're just here for a moment to say hello, I appreciate your support out there. Thank you as well to Lance and Trance. You're all part of my gratitude section. Just to let you know, I'm grateful for all of you. So go ahead and think about those things that you're grateful for today. It can be one thing, two things, as many things as you'd like. Even if you can't find something to be grateful for, ask yourself the question, what am I grateful for today? Studies have shown even asking that question can help rebalance that brain and give us a more positive outlook on life. So we talked about gratitude. We talked about progress tracking. Now let's get into today's lesson. We're going to get a little technical. We're going to keep that technical flow going we've been going through the last couple of days, because we've got to make sure we can keep giving ourselves a challenge, right? We're here every day. I've been here every day for 773 days. I can't do the same exact thing every day because then it would become boring or routine. So we're going to try to change up that routine with different tools that we can improve on and different techniques. And today we're going to be talking about a few combos that end with a knee strike. And then we're going to fake that knee strike and throw it right into a Superman punch. So I'll break down the Superman punch for you guys. It's going to be a standing Superman punch. I'll break down the knee strike, the knee fake, and then we'll work a couple of different combos in our standard rounds that end with that knee, and then fake that. We can fake that knee and toss in that Superman punch to throw our enemy off guard. Shout out to Mad with Hats for being here. Appreciate you. And to Master Checo, thank you so much for logging in and for all of your support. Got to link up. It's been like a hot minute for me and Master Checo, for sure. Let's get together. Let's do some more public sessions. We'll raise awareness out here. We'll empower others. If you know anybody in the Kearney, New Jersey, Lyndhurst, North Arlington area that would like to try a somatic healing session, we're going to have another free show coming up next, not this weekend, the following weekend on Saturday at the Curiosity by Intrinsic. And if weather permits, we'll be looking for more days to do some free public training. So spread the word, let people know. Everything is free for the people in need. We're running off donations and we're finding businesses to support our cause out here. So feel free to come out. All right, that being said, let's talk about the strikes for today's lesson. We're going to be working again from Muay Thai stance, guard high, chin tucked, shoulders rolled, hips curled, stance nice and balanced. And we're going to start with the jab, single jab, bop to the face. And then from here, we're going to take a small step forwards and twist through into an elbow strike to the side of the head. And from there, we're going to toss that knee strike. So that for the knee strike, right out of the elbow, we're going to drive that knee forwards, right? Drive that knee right through the hip, sending it forwards, and chopping that arm down as a counterbalance to that knee strike as we swing that knee up into the guts. So that's going to be our first combo there. We're going to step forward, small step into the jab, pop. Then we're going to bring that rear foot forwards a little bit as we twist through and drive the elbow forwards, right on through. Nice round elbow to the head. Keeping the guard high from that jab, right? We keep that offense and defense nice and tight. From there, we're going to go right into the knee strike. So you're going to put a little bit of weight on that front foot and drive through the hip. Swing that knee straight forwards. Whoosh! Into the guts of that depression dummy. Shout out to Lisa the Luminary. Thanks for being here. So that's our basic first combo. Jab, elbow strike, knee strike, boom. Keeping that guard high on the lead the whole time. We're going to vary that up to keep ourselves unpredictable and throw our training partner off, throw that depression dummy off, or throw that opponent off in the ring. So on the third combo, after each one of those jab, elbow, knee strikes, on the third combo, we're going to fake that knee strike and we're going to turn it right into a Superman punch. So the normal knee strike is going to look like this. We're going to chop the arm, drive that knee forwards, bring the foot up close to the booty, driving through the hip, whoosh, hinge through that hip, send that knee straight forward, nice and stabby, boom, right into center mass. But for the Superman punch, what we're going to do is we're going to start it with a knee fake. We're going to bring that knee up like we're going to toss the knee, and then we're going to kick it back, boom, and rotate over, sending that hand forwards and catching them high. So what we're going to be doing with this is we're going to give them use to blocking those hands and used to that combo, that 3-hit combo, ending with the knee. So after we hit them a couple times, we catch them a couple times with that knee, they're going to start to anticipate it, and that guard should come down. They should start to be on guard for that knee strike. And instead of the knee making contact, we're just going to kick it back, boom, and drive that fist right over their guard into the face of that depression dummy. That's the only combo we'll work. We'll vary it up a little bit throughout the 3 rounds. Try and make it nice and smooth and find that room for progress. Just to break down that Superman punch again, this is a standing Superman punch, not a leaping one. It's a little bit of a modified. There's lots of different ways to throw it. But for our purposes today, this should be nice and easy and something we can pick up on and start to grow with. So it's going to start with that jab, right? Small step forwards for the jab. Bam. Connect with the large 2 knuckles. From here, we're going to let that rear foot slide forwards as we turn through the hip. So we're still turning through the hip like we throw the cross, but we're going to let that rear foot kind of come up forwards, boom. And we're going to step in, driving that elbow strike in to the face of that dummy. Small step for the jab, slide forwards into that elbow strike, rotating through, right? Boom, elbow connects. From here, chop the hand down, keep this guard high, chop the hand, boom, drive that knee forwards. Now the Superman variation starts with the jab, slide through for the elbow strike, and then we're going to fake the knee and pump, boom, pump that fist forwards as our foot kicks backwards. We're also rotating the torso, boom, we're letting the torso go back, and the shoulders rotate forwards as the hip rotates back, and that's going to generate that force, right? Whoosh, boom, kicking that foot back at the same time as the fist goes forwards. So the knee comes up to fake, signaling that knee strike. We're not going to complete it, and then bang, we're going to kick that leg back as the hand on the same side turns over into a nice overhand cross, big Superman punch, countering that guard. That's the plan. Let's start with the jab. We'll get those 80s tunes going, that fighting spirit. We'll get this timer started. Make sure you've got water. Make sure you're checking in on yourself and not pushing too hard. Avoid those signs of overreaching, nauseousness, lightheadedness, dizziness. All of those things mean we want to take that intensity back. And remember, go at your pace, your speed, your volume, your intensity. Those are all things that you can moderate to your level so that you can give yourself a challenge, but not push too hard into more anxiety. We want to find that flow zone in between work and boredom. Go too easy, it's going to get boring. Go too hard, it'll be too much work, and you'll need a day off. The goal is no days off, only progress. Alright, let's go with the daily beat today. And if you like these tunes, feel free to tune in and train at your own pace on Spotify. Just search Artist Sack Life Official. Shout out to Billy the Kid, thanks for tuning in. Here we go, starting up, square up into your Muay Thai position. Nice squared hips, squared shoulders, guard high by the brow line. Close those fingers, tuck the thumbs. Chin tuck, guard high, right? Roll those shoulders. Let's start by stepping into the one. One and back. One and back. Small step on that front, twisting through the hips and shoulders and back to stance. Visualize that target and make contact with that depression dummy. Right in the face. Turning those knuckles over, pop them with those large two knuckles. Chin tuck and keep it moving. Remember, find your flow. Move in your Muay Thai stance and roll those hands to keep that pace. Twist in for some jabs. Boom. Back to stance. Back to stance. If you're advanced, work in that horizontal movement as well as you move around with this combo. Play with it. Make it your own. Step in for the jabs. And back. Now we're going to work that elbow strike in. We're going to step in for the jab. As soon as we make contact with our face or guard, we're going to let that rear foot slide forwards as we step in to a rear elbow strike. And back to stance. Guard high. Step for the jab. Travel forwards for the elbow strike. Keep that guard high on the lead hand. Step for the jab. And then right into the elbow strike. Nice round elbow strike. We're turning through the hips and shoulders, same way we do for the cross. And keep it moving. Step for the jab. And then slide forwards. Bringing that elbow strike in nice and sharp. Remember to get that wrist nice and close to the chest. Makes that elbow even more pointy and devastating. Let the body do the work. It's not an arm toss. It's a full body rotation. That's where we're going to get the power from. Step in for the jab. Makes contact. Slide through for the elbow. And back to stance. Guard high. Visualize that target. Step in and hit them with the one. One. Slide forwards. Boom. Two. Into that devastating elbow strike. Back to stance. Guard high. Tuck that chin. Roll those shoulders. And let's move into it. One elbow. Back to stance. Give yourself some space. And keep moving in that flow. At that rate of flow. Let's go. Step in for the one. Boom. Slide forwards and drive that elbow in for the two. Keep the guard tight. Chin tuck. Guard high by the brow line. Pretend you're looking through binoculars, right? You got your guard up here by the head. You're looking down through binoculars, kind of center mass, right here, right under the chin, top of the chest in Muay Thai, so you can catch everything with that peripheral vision. Step in for the one, slide forwards, and drive that elbow forwards for the two. Shout out to Gray and to Ken. Thank you for your support. Back to stance, guard high, step in for the one, slide forwards for the two, and back to stance. Keep it moving. Flow with it. One, two. Lead jab, pop, slide forwards for the elbow, and then back out. The close range attacks, so you want to get into that pocket, boom, and then back out so you don't get capped with something else. Jab, elbow, back to stance. Jab, elbow, back to stance, keeping that guard high. That's the end of round one. Catch your breath, drink some water, check in on you, make sure you're not pushing too hard. And shout out to Slayer Ken for making it in on his 381st day today. Getting closer and closer to 400. Crushing it out there, brother. Thank you so much for all your support. We got 41 seconds to catch your breath, drink some water, and check in on you. Alright, so we got 24 seconds, so we're going to pop back into stance. And we're going to start working that Superman punch into the end of this combination. So, oh no, we haven't tossed the knee yet. Let's toss the knee on the second round, and then we'll work the Superman punch into the third round. That should be a nice progression. So we're going to continue on, checking in on comments. Ken lost the game. I'm sorry about your loss, bro. Life moves on. Let's keep going forwards. Let's get back on track. Square up, hop into your Muay Thai stance. Visualize that target ahead of you. Guard high by the brow line. Close the fingers, tuck the thumbs. Let's step in for that number one jab. Slide through for the elbow strike. And now we're going to add in that knee strike to finish off this combo. So right here, right from our contact position, we're going to go right into it. Hinge through the hip. And drive that knee forwards into center mass. Square up and visualize that target again. We're stepping forwards into the one, pop, small step forwards. We're sliding forwards into the two with the elbow. And from here, we're going to drop this hand, chop this hand down as you swing that leg up through the hip. Boom. Nice sharp elbow right to center mass. Back to square. Shout out to Thor306. Thanks for being here. Step in for that one. Very small step on the front. Turning the fist over. Land on the knuckles. slide forwards and rotate for the 2. And now we're gonna shift that body weight onto that front foot and drive the knee straight forwards. Whoosh, boom, right there into center mass. Remember when you're chopping for that knee strike, right? Boom, boom, when you're chopping for that knee strike from the elbow, kind of lift up, boom, on that lead calf and send that knee straight forwards. Getting this ankle very close to your booty as you drive that knee forwards. Let's do it together. Step for the 1, drive the elbow, now chop for the leg, chop for that knee strike, back to stance, nice and straight, down that center line. Step for the 1, pop, slide for the 2, drive the knee, goose, and back to stance. Keeping the knees bent will help you flow through this combo. Step for the 1, drive the 2, chop the knee, keep that pressure on them. Give yourself some space for the advance. And back to stance. Step for the 1, drive the 2, drive the knee, whoosh, boom, back to stance, guard high the whole time. Step for the 1, 2, knee, back in it, let's go, make that smooth, make that combo smooth. 1, 2, knee, back to stance, keep the bend in the knees, keep it flowing, square those hips and shoulders after each combo. Step for the 1, slide for 2, drive the knee, whoosh, and back to stance, keeping the chin tucked for extra balance. Visualize that target and make contact. 1, 2, 3. Back to stance. Guard high. Keep it squared and balanced. 1, 2, 3. Back to stance. 1, 2, 3. Back to stance. Keep it moving. 1, 2, 3. Back to stance. Guard high. 1, 2, 3. Remember what you're fighting for. Exhale hard as you drive the body through those strikes. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Drive through those hips. Chin tucked. Keep it balanced. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Show yourself what you're capable of. 1, 2, 3. And back to stance. It's the end of round 2. Woo, working hard today. Make sure you're drinking water, staying hydrated, and giving yourself that challenge. That's the most important thing. Challenging you to your level. Remember, we're not here to compete with each other, we're here to compete with ourselves, and that's how we can see that consistent growth. But we gotta stay in tune with the moment, how we're feeling in the moment. If you were out late last night and you didn't get much sleep, it's gonna affect you. You can't expect to have the same output today as you did on a day fully rested. Same with alcohol, same with a whole bunch of other things. So many variable factors in life. The important thing is to show up and to take that step forward. Make some progress today. Even if it's just one step, every step counts. So, we've got 10 seconds. We're going to pop into this final segment. And we're going to continue that combo that we're building up. The jab, stepping into the elbow strike. But this time, we're going to fake that knee and turn it into a Superman punch to finish off that combo. Shout out to Jay Gatto. Thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate you. All right, guard high. We're in Muay Thai position. We're stepping in for the 1, turning that fist over. We're going to slide forwards and rotate through for the elbow. And then we're going to drive the knee for the first strike. Drive that knee. Whoosh, down that center line. Back to stance. Keep that lead hand guard high the whole time. Back into it. Step for the 1. Slide for the 2. Drive the knee. Whoosh. And back to stance. Now here's the part where we're going to mix it up. We're going to vary that combo. We're going to add in the Superman punch. So step in for the 1. Twisting through. Slide through for the 2, we made contact. Now we're going to start that knee strike. We're going to signal the knees coming up so that they think it's going where we sent it the last 2 times. And right about halfway, right here, we're going to move that fist and we're going to kick the leg back. Boom. As we drive the fist forward over the top of their guard. Let's practice that a little bit and then we'll work it back into the combo. Step for the 1. Slide for the 2, and from here, bring the knee up as you shift the weight forwards. About halfway up, we're going to pump our fist forwards and send our foot backwards. Superman punch style. Back to stance. Guard high. Visualize that target. Step for the 1, slide for the 2, signal the knee, and drive it back. Boom. Letting the body rotate into that Superman punch. One more time. Step for the 1, slide for the 2, signal the knee, drive that Superman punch, and back. As you get more and more fluid with this, you'll be able to put more and more power into it. A lot of it comes from that rotation of the shoulder forwards and the hips backwards, and then kicking that foot out, whoosh, at the same time as you drive that fist forwards. We're adding that rotational force. Let's put it back into the combo. 1, slide for the elbow,
signal the knee, drive that Superman punch, back to stance. 1, elbow strike, signal the knee, and drive that Superman punch. Exhale through it for added power. 1, slide for the 2, signal the knee, and drive that Superman punch back into stance. 1, 2, boom, back to stance. Now let's bring that knee back in and vary this combo. Step for the 1, slide for the 2, drive the knee, boom, back to stance. Step for the 1, slide for the 2, drive the knee, back to stance. Now here comes the Superman ending. 1, slide for the elbow, signal, and drive that fist over the top, catching them with their guard down. Back to stance. Step for the 1, slide for the 2, drive the knee, back to stance, guard high the whole time. Step for 1, slide for 2, drive the knee, back to stance. Step for 1, slide for 2, Superman punch, let's go. Boom, back to stance, guard high. Step for 1, 2, knee, back in. 1, 2, knee, back in. Let's finish it strong. 1, 2, signal the knee, drive that Superman punch, and that is the end. Woo! Of our 3 rounds of progress and success for today. If you showed up for yourself and you made it through 1 minute, give yourself credit. If you made it through all 9 minutes, give yourself credit. Just make sure you're giving yourself credit for moving forwards. That's what it's all about. Keep moving forwards. Keep track of your progress, and that way you can give yourself an accurate amount of credit, right? We know for a fact what we can do when we keep track of it. It's so easy to get caught up in the victim mindset that depression tries to sell us and forget how far we've come. Forget how much we've been through. Forget that we've survived 100% of our bad days and we're still here and we're still fighting forwards. That is your strength. That is your endurance. Please do keep track of it and remind yourself, especially on those bad days, of how far you've come and how far you can look forward to going in the very near future. Until next time, I'll catch you guys and gals, same Sack time, same Sack channel, same Sack life. Sack man out.